own experience have been, and maybe, you went through a similar journey, but my experience was before, when I was talking about building my own business, when I was like thinking about it, when I was like sharing it with some friends and families, most of the people which were very, or still are very close to me, were like giving me like all this good advice. Oh, don't do it, and think about the family and the kids and the house and, the financials, and giving you all this good advice, which at the end, all they want to do is that they are like taking care of you. They don't want you to take too many or too high risks. But once I did the jump, once I jumped, I realized that then suddenly all these people who were like, are you sure you're doing the right things? And when they realized, oh shit, he really did it, he really jumped, then they're all there for you to, kind of to support you and to help you. How was it for you? Did you have like a similar experience, or how was your like experience of the people around you, let's say?
No, in fact, I didn't have it like that, Patrick, and that's quite interesting. I had the support. Maybe it's because I was in a different situation. I had lost my job. I'd been retrenched, so I had no job, and this is when I decided to take the break and to take this leap. I think my biggest challenge was myself. How are you going to get clients? How are you going to build a business? Who's going to listen to you? I had all these doubts going in my mind. So it's interesting that there's so many different facets, and that's something I wanted to say, is the people, well-meaning people, they're not in your shoes. They haven't had your experiences in life. They can't feel what you're feeling. So in fact, they mean well. And we have to accept and listen to others if they're rational. But at the end of the day, we know what's going on in our heads and in our minds and what we need to do.
Absolutely. I mean, that's very, very important what you said. I mean, at the end, people, they mean it well. They mean it well. They want to help you. Absolutely. And the closer they are to you, the more they want to help you usually. Absolutely. But that's actually, it's a very, very big differentiator about how we actually started, But at the end, and we go back to the question about the challenges, challenges are probably similar to everyone. And I think one of the most challenges that people have is like the own like self-confidence. Can I, or self-doubts on the other hand, can I do that? Do I have enough experience to do that? How should I do this? How should I do that? And that's why I think it's very, very, very courageous to take the leap. And then, because already this takes a lot of courage and self-confidence, and the reward will come, I'm not saying automatically, but will come more or less automatically. Of course, as well, you need to put in a lot of work and energy, but it will pay off sooner or later. And that's what I think it's very, very good. And we're not talking about the financial aspects. We're talking just about being happy with what you do, helping customers, helping people to become better in their jobs, to maybe be better in working and going through difficult situations. And that's what I think from other conversation I understand is what you love so much about what you are doing now is like helping other people, right?
Exactly. And you hit the nail on the head. It takes courage. It does take courage and hard work. And you put yourself out there. It's risky. Yes, it's a big risk to start your own business or to try something new, not necessarily start your own business, but just to take on something new, a new challenge. It is a risk and we feel exposed. And I think this is the thing. We are all human beings. Nobody just does something the first time and it works perfectly. So I think also to learn from our mistakes. I know it's an old cliche, learn from your mistakes, but the thing is embrace them and see, but I've done this like this, it didn't work so well, let's try something different, or let's reach out to our network and see what they have to say, because I find that there are people, we have people all around us that can give us advice or help, or I also have a coach, by the way. Most coaches have coaches, and I can have my sounding board, my coach that can help me to see where I'm going and what it means for me.
Absolutely. I think this is something which a lot of people like underestimate, the power of having somebody, also let's say a neutral person, like a coach who is like, you know, helping someone, like you know, some people call it the performance coach, or you know, just somebody who can like help you also to you know, to follow actually through on what your thoughts are and what your dreams are. And also I realized, and that's in my situation, maybe you can relate to it, but when I left the corporate world, where I always had people around me, I always had like my team, my colleagues, my boss, you know, and then it's very easy to just quickly, hey, can you tell me about this? Or what is your opinion on that? It's very easy. And now as a entrepreneur, basically without a big team around, and on top, to make it worse, during social distancing times, you need to ask people. You need to really pick up the phone, or you know, send an email or a message on LinkedIn, whatever it is, and you need to ask people. And also this, at the beginning, it's quite a strange, like, hey, can you do you have 5 minutes, or can we catch up tomorrow? I can ask you a question. And you need to ask. And if you don't ask, you will never get an answer.
Exactly. It's so true what you're saying. And I find that I've built my network, my cyber network, if you want to call it that, and it's so valuable. And I think there's this old saying, no man is an island, or no woman, but yeah, nobody is an island. You need to have your support system, your people, and people to ask. It's absolutely true, Patrick.
Absolutely.